Hi everyone, so today we're going to be looking at messages from your person. So this can really be in regards to anyone. I am going to be speaking more so specifically for romantic relationships, but you can ask about anyone in your family or friendships. This is really going to be looking at what they would say to you if they could. So whether you haven't talked to this person in a really long time or you talk to this person on a daily basis, this kind of just will give you guys some more insight on what's going on. I have 4 piles in front of me. So the first pile is a rose quartz. The second pile is an amethyst. The third pile is an opal. And the fourth pile is a tiger's eye. So you guys can kind of meditate for a little bit. Choose the pile that calls to you the most. I have tons of cards picked out. So I have all my oracle cards already picked out, but I am going to be shuffling my tarot cards on camera, just so you guys know. But yeah, without further ado, I guess we're going to go ahead and get started with pile number 1, the rose quartz. Okay, hi pile number 1. So you guys chose the rose quartz. We're going to go ahead and look into what your person's thinking right now. What would they say to you if they could? Now, I'm going to start out with these 3 cards. These are channel messages that I have written myself. So we're just going to see what they say. This one says, sometimes I love you, sometimes I resent you. Okay. This one says, as much as I try to run from this connection, I can't. Okay. And then this one says, we both need to grow and change in order to make this relationship work. Okay. I am getting the energy that you guys are in separation or you haven't talked to this person in a long time. And if you are still with this person, then there's just kind of a lot of struggle going on. I sense a lot of tension, probably a lot of confusion on both sides. I think that there's probably a lot that was left unsaid, especially if you haven't talked to this person in a really long time. So we're definitely going to look into what's going on with that. Now, before I get into the oracle cards, I am going to pick some tarot cards here, see what's going on. So for pile number 1's person, what would they say to them if they could? What would pile number 1's person say to them if they could, Spirit? Let's see. Okay, those 2 flew out. So we have the 5 of Pentacles and the 5 of Cups. Can we get one more? What would they say? Then we have the 4 of Swords. Okay. Not a lot of movement going on at the moment with this 4 of Swords. A lot of sitting and thinking. I think that this is definitely on both sides, but definitely their side. They don't know how to come forward to you about this problem. If they are in your life, I feel like they kind of keep brushing it under the rug, but things kind of keep boiling up within them. And if you are in separation with this person, they're just trying to sort of separate themselves from this situation right now because somewhere along the line, they felt left out in the cold. They felt left out in the dark. Maybe there was some bitter words thrown back around, and they just don't really know where they stand with you at this time. 5 of Cups. This is definitely them kind of focusing on everything that went wrong and forgetting about everything that went right and how they can possibly fix this situation or how they can come forward to you. I don't think they feel confident right now to come forward to you, to be completely honest. What I think they would say to you is that you've hurt them tremendously, but they feel like they have to kind of spend time on their own right now and do their own thing. They're really thinking very deeply about this situation. This is not something that, they were able to move on from very quickly. We'll get some clarifying cards here. Why is the 5 of Pentacles here, Spirit? Why is the 5 of Pentacles here? Can we get some more insight? Why is the 5 of Pentacles? That's too many. Can we just get one, please? Okay. So we have the Page of Pentacles. Okay. Okay, we have the 9 of Wands, clarifying the 5 of Cups. The 9 of Wands, this was definitely, this was a problem that is kind of ongoing. And it could be an inner struggle that's been ongoing. Like I said earlier, where this thing continues to bubble up within them, they just feel that there's a lot that's been left unresolved. Right, Ten of Wands here. They feel an immense amount of burden. It's like they feel the need to wait and think about this, but the more they wait, the more of a burden it becomes, because they feel like they're losing time. They feel like that you could be moving on to new projects, you have new priorities in your life, you are moving on, and they have not moved on. And this kind of worries them, because they feel like if they were to come forward to you, maybe you wouldn't be there for it. Like maybe you're kind of over it and you just want to move on. That's kind of what I'm sensing. Yeah, it's like they don't quite have the confidence to come forward to you, talk about the situation, sort it out. But every second that passes, they feel like they're losing more time with you. If that makes sense. But there's a lot of bitterness here on both sides, I think, especially on their side, that they have not gotten over. Still a lot of hurt that they have not healed from. So we're going to go ahead and look at the oracle cards now. You got the card of health. I will honor the physical vessel that enshrines my soul. Oh my goodness, oh wow, this is crazy. Okay, so there's only 2 cards in this entire deck that talk about relationships. You guys got love partnerships and spiritual partnerships. So I was only meant to get 1 of these cards from this oracle deck, but 2 flew out, so I just went ahead and took them. So I just want to speak on these 3 cards really fast. Health, love partnership, spiritual partnership. With the health, I think this talks more about mental health. I think this is them trying to heal themselves, but they don't feel like they can heal themselves because they feel a lack of closure. They're finding it very difficult to heal at this moment. Love partnership, spiritual partnership. They absolutely see the deep connection that you guys have. I'm sensing major soul contract right here. Major soul contract. So if you guys are in separation, there's a reason for this separation. And with this reading right here, this is no guarantees, but I don't think this is going to be the end for you guys at all. I think that your paths will sort of join again, somehow, some way. I don't know if that means a full-blown partnership, like a relationship or not, but you'll see this person again, because you guys have a spiritual connection. It goes way deeper than, you're just attracted to this person or you just enjoy hanging out with this person. It's a lot deeper than that. And I think they realize that too. And that, in a way, is what's sort of adding onto the burden for them, because they wish that this wasn't such a deep connection. They wish they didn't feel this deep connection with you. If they had anything to say to you, it might be that sometimes they wish they could forget about you. Not really forget about you, but forget about this connection, that it didn't mean so much to them, because it does. Right now, they're just trying to self-soothe themselves and heal themselves, but they're finding it difficult to do so. You guys got the card of compassion, and you got align your universe, navigate distractions. That's what it is. The biggest problem is that you guys are out of alignment with one another. So every time you come together, there's this friction, because someone's vibration is a lot different than another person's. So I don't know if someone here is, maybe someone here is showing a lot of compassion, but the other partner isn't really receiving it in the way that it's meant to, or in return they're showing sort of the resentment that they still have, because they have not been able to get over the hurt that they feel. Let's see. Is this still recording? Okay, let me just make sure my camera is still recording, because I'm gonna get scared. Okay, good. Yeah. So either it's that someone here is showing compassion and it's not being received well, or someone, or probably potentially both parties, need to share a little more compassion. So I don't know how you've been treating this person. I don't know if you've come forward to them. I don't know if you tried communicating with them. But someone here needs to show a lot more compassion and really get to the deep-rooted problem, because someone has this kind of hard exterior right now and they're not ready to truly come forward. And I do feel that it's more so the other party, but it could be you. It could be both people. This to me seems like something that is going to take a little bit of time, especially with this align your universe. The message that I'm getting from here, if you are watching this and you want this person to come back in your life, the biggest and most important thing that you can do is work on your own vibration. Work on your own alignment. Become aligned with the vibration of the person who has this person back in their life, who has that blissful, easy, healthy relationship that you're striving for. And it could be also that your focus might not be quite in the right spot. You might be focusing on all of the loss. Definitely this person is too. They're focused on the loss. But with such a spiritual connection, I'm also getting this message of mirroring. It's very possible that you guys are mirroring each other right now, meaning that whatever you're feeling, your partner's feeling. The person in your life is feeling. So if you begin to work on your vibration, if you begin to higher your vibration by focusing on the positive, focusing on what you want, you can use like manifesting tools. Focus on this person already being back in your life, healthy, better as ever, then I think that this other person will naturally begin to do the same thing. I hope that makes sense. But that's the biggest thing right now, just coming into alignment with your partner, and that starts with you. That starts with you getting into alignment and getting clear about what it is you truly want from this person and what it is you truly want from this connection. And when you can figure that out, then this person will naturally start to do the same thing. Okay, so the last two cards you got was Reconsider. And you got this one, which says, life is a series of constantly shifting cycles. When we resist change, we resist the natural flow of life and create unnecessary stress. Go with the flow, you will be surprised where it leads. Okay, so this makes a lot of sense. I think that potentially both of you guys are trying to force something to happen when you kind of need to relieve your strong grip on this connection. That's the biggest thing. You guys have such a firm grip, or you might have a firm grip on this connection. You want it to go a certain way. You want to heal this. You want to communicate with him. But the biggest thing you can do right now is just trust in the process. Trust that if you keep your focus in the right spot, that the universe will naturally align itself to give you the results that you want, to give you the blessings that you want. Reconsider. I think this is talking about reconsider sort of what you're doing right now. What are the strategies you're using? Where is your focus at? Are you focusing on all the loss in this relationship? Are you having a lot of self-doubt about yourself or this relationship? Because that could be the exact block that's keeping this person from coming forward and fixing this issue. So that's mostly what I'm seeing. I think the ultimate thing for you guys, what your person would say to you if they could, is that they want to come forward, but they feel blocked. They feel afraid. They feel a lack of confidence, and they feel unaligned to do so. So just the biggest thing that you can do is start to work on your own frequency. And what I mean by that is start focusing on the positives. What are the possible positives you can get out of this situation? How can you focus on yourself right now? How can you grow with yourself? How can you grow within yourself so that when this person does come back, you both will be able to receive each other in a healthy manner. Because there's absolutely something here that's undeniable. And I definitely see this person crossing paths with you again, maybe multiple times, or for a very long time. But that's the biggest thing you can do right now. And I think this compassion talks about maybe even having compassion for yourself, not being so hard on yourself. You know, if you have done wrong in this relationship, you've got to forgive yourself for that. And you've got to forgive the other person, and that's not something that's going to happen overnight. That's something that is an ongoing process, but it is so key to letting go, so you can ultimately let go of those blockages and receive new energy. So that's what I'm seeing for you guys, pile number 1. I hope that helped you out. I hope that resonated. If it didn't, feel free to check out any of the other piles, and I will see you in the next video. Hi, pile 2. So you guys chose the amethyst, and we're going to go ahead and look at messages from your person, what they would say to you if they could. So I'm actually going to start out with these 3 cards. These are channel messages that I've created, so we can get a general scope of what your person would say. Okay. This card says, I care for you so much, but I need time away, separate, to think about this. Okay. Wow. Okay. This card says, I need time to heal from this connection. I ask that you give me space to grow. And this one says, affairs, lack of loyalty. That's interesting. So, you know, this is a general reading, so this does not mean that everyone in this pile has had an affair or lack of loyalty in a connection. That's just going to be a message for specific people. But this absolutely looks like a separation to me. And if it's not a separation, this just looks like someone who feels deeply that there's got to be that distance to kind of heal. And I just want to start out by saying that I don't pick out my cards. Like, I never know what's going to come out. Whatever comes out, comes out. And I'm really sorry if this was upsetting to some of you guys. Of course, we're going to look at more into what's going on. But just, you know, off the cuff here, I'm seeing this as someone who feels very hurt, maybe really hurt you, and feels that their only way out. So we're going to go ahead and pull some tarot cards before I get into the oracle cards. For pile number 2, what's going on with their person? What would their person say to them? If they could. What would pile 2's person say to them? This one is very heavy energy. 7 of Wands. Yep. That's that competition, power struggle, lack of agreement in this connection. Can we get some more cards? What's going on? Oh, that one wanted to come out. You guys got the Empress. Okay. Can we get one more card? What is going on with pile 2's person? We have the 7 of Cups in reverse. Okay. All right. This is interesting. Let me get some clarifying cards because I am a bit confused. What's up with the 7 of Wands? What's up with the 7 of Wands? Can we get some clarifying? 7 of Cups in reverse, like an inability to make a decision, really get anything off the ground. 10 of Wands, yeah, that's the burden. Why is this Empress card here? Spirit, what's going on with the Empress card? For some reason, I feel like this Empress card represents a third party. That's obviously only going to apply to people that, you know, that applies to, where there was a situation of an affair or someone cheating of some sort. 7 of Cups with the Queen of Swords. Okay. I feel like, so I don't know if, okay, this is, again, this is just one aspect of the reading. So If this doesn't apply to you, then, don't absorb this information. But for those of you guys which the affair and lack of loyalty come in, I feel like whether it was you or the other person, when things became difficult in your connection, the first response was to sort of run away, maybe find someone new. Ten of Pentacles, this Empress here, it's like they thought that maybe this person could be their Ten of Pentacles, could be their sense of stability, the connection that they've been looking for. So with the Seven of Cups in reverse and the Queen of Swords, this is them. I feel like they've been kind of cold to you. They've sort of cut you off. They've cut off this connection. They've ran away. They didn't really know what they wanted. And maybe that's why they were looking for other options, perhaps, because they just didn't know what they were looking for truly. And in the case that this is not an actual person, this could absolutely mean other priorities in their life. So this could be a job for them. This could be other projects they're working on, just other priorities that are keeping them busy. And it's like the moment that struggle came forth in this connection, they immediately ran away and they focused on other things, and this left you feeling, whether it was you or them, I feel like it was maybe them, this left you feeling kind of forgotten about. But this person, I'm getting sort of a flaky energy, and I don't know why. This doesn't seem like a connection that's rooted in like stability at all. I am wondering if you guys ever really had, if this isn't the case of like a love relationship, if you guys ever had like a committed relationship, or if this was more of like a fling or something that never quite got off the ground. Because it's like this person was so attracted to you, Empress, but then something else sort of got their attention. Or it was like when things did, get in struggle, because it absolutely did. Seven of Wands, disagreement, and then the Ten of Wands, a burden. Then they ran, and then it was almost like, is this really what I wanted? That's their biggest thing right now. If they had anything to say to you, I feel like it's they need time to think about this. Yeah, exactly. They need time to think about this. This just, I don't know if this person really knows what they want at the moment. Of course, everything could always change. And it's obvious that something hurtful did occur because they feel they need time to heal from this connection. And they ask that you give them space. Yeah, this is more of a very specific message. If this does not apply, because I know this isn't going to apply to a lot of people, feel free to check out any of the other piles. This is just such a specific message for me, what I'm getting. So we are going to go ahead and look at the oracle cards here. Oh my goodness, right. You guys got the card of blame. I expect responsibility for my well-being. I gotta be honest that I feel like the blame was thrown back and forth. I don't know, it could have been your partner, could have been you, could have been both, but someone here, or both parties, was not able to take accountability for their wrongdoings. And that's where the Seven of Wands comes in, where it's like, well, you did this, so this is why I did this to you. Or, how could you do this to me, so I'm going to do this to you to make you feel the same amount of pain. It's kind of like a sort of petty energy, I gotta be honest. Almost like just sort of doing things for the sake of hurting the other individual the way that they felt hurt, if that makes sense. Change. Yeah. I mean, this is pretty obvious that, like, there's gotta be a huge level of change, probably better communication, and I think someone here has to get over their ego a bit and accept their wrongdoings. Could be both parties, because that's the ultimate block here. You guys got this card, which says, hidden realms create conscious awareness. I don't feel like that there is much awareness right now going on in this connection. It's just like, to me, it seems like both people in this connection are both kind of so high up in their own thoughts. Right, Seven of Cups, pondering ideas, but never able to communicate that effectively to the other individual, and then also not really knowing what it is you want, not knowing what you want, and therefore it's creating a lot of confusion. And I do get the sense that it's this other individual who is struggling to really figure out what they want. And I totally understand. If that is the case for you, I would totally understand why this would get old super quick, where you wouldn't really want anything to do with this person, because it's like, if you can't figure out, if you can't decide that you prioritize our connection, then I don't want any part of that. I feel like that's maybe more so the energy that you are in. That's the biggest thing that's creating this friction in your connection. So that's what I'm seeing. So the last two cards you got were soulmate. That's interesting. Your soulmate is already with you in spirit. Believe this and they will manifest physically. And peaceful resolution. Okay. So it does look like there's a happy ending. Peaceful resolution. I do see that your person is hopefully gonna, figure out what it is they want. They're gonna come back to you. Soulmate, as interesting as this pile is, there's so much tension. There's so much kind of back and forth, bickering almost. I'm getting sort of like a bickering energy. It looks like you guys have like a very strong bond regardless. That's not going to resonate with all of you guys. So just, take it as it is. But it's like, it's saying here, they're already with you in spirit. So like, they're never truly separate from you. And I feel like, with the blame that's being thrown around and the kind of the power struggle, it's creating this false sense of separation when there doesn't need to be any. I do see a peaceful resolution coming for a lot of you guys, which is a really good thing. So I do think that this is going to go somewhere. I think this person is going to come forward to you. They probably are going to apologize. It just looks like right now, maybe their ego is a bit in the way of that, but I do see their heart opening up and them changing. Maybe both of you guys changing for the better too, which is always a great sign. Yeah. So this might take a little bit of time because, these both of these cards kind of talk about separation and space to grow. But I always, in the case of separation, I always look at that as potential to both individually grow and become better people, so that when you guys do come together, if you do ever come back together, then you can be that more evolved person, that more mature person for each other. So it's honestly like a hidden blessing. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys, pile number 2. I hope that helped you out. I hope it resonated. This one was more of a specific message, like I said earlier. So if it didn't resonate, feel free to check out any of the other piles. But without further ado, I'm going to move on to the next one, and I will see you guys in the next video. Hi, pile 3. So you guys chose the opal stone. We're going to go ahead and look into the messages from your person, what they would say to you if they had the chance. And I'm going to start out with these 3 cards. These are channel messages that I have written myself, just to sort of get a gauge of what your person would say to you. Okay. So the first card that came out was, I am everything you don't need. Okay. Aw. Oh my goodness. This one says, you are too good for me. And this one says, there's someone else more compatible for you. Wow. Immediately, okay, so immediately I'm getting this energy of someone who just admires you so deeply that they just don't feel like they can, they don't feel like that they are good enough for you, that you are deserving of so much more and that they can't provide something for you. And in your eyes, you might be like, no, this is like the perfect person for me. Like they're everything that I, could ever want. And why doesn't this person see that in them? They just don't think that they can provide you with something that they feel like you deserve. We're going to get more into this, but this is a very different energy than like the second pile, for example, because instead of it being like an energy of hurt and heartache and all that sort of stuff, this more so feels like they almost feel like they might have to let go of you because you could do so much better in their eyes. But it doesn't feel like it's out of hurt or anything like that. We're gonna see, of course, what the cards have to say, but I'm more so getting, it's kind of sad. Like, I just feel like this person maybe doesn't see, they don't see them the way that you do. You could see this person as like a beautiful person, an amazing person, and they just don't see themselves the way that you do, which is sad. So we're gonna see what the tarot cards have to say. If this person, pile 3, if they could say anything to the viewers, what would they say? What would pile 3's person say to them, given the chance? Aw, the 9 of Swords, yeah. This is them kind of worrying a lot. There's the 10 of Pentacles in reverse. Them not feeling like they could give you the stability, could even be financial stability that you deserve. Maybe they don't make the sort of money that they think that they should to be in a relationship with you, and they just don't feel like they're in a spot to, to be with you. 9 of Swords is really heavy on their heart. I'm getting like a very sensitive person from this pile. Let's see what else. Okay. You guys got the 5 of Cups in reverse. That's interesting. So this person to me strikes me as someone who is very sensitive. They feel very deeply. And so I don't know if you guys are in separation, if you aren't talking to this person, or if you are talking and you do have, consistent communication with this individual. But this is something they think about a lot. And I don't think it's the case of that they want to lose you. They don't. They just don't think that they're good enough. I think that this person maybe struggles with self-confidence. They don't see themselves as a worthy person sometimes, maybe. I'm everything you don't need. Maybe they do certain things or they've done certain things in their life that they think that they can never be forgiven for, or they just think that they're not in a spot to be in this connection with you. 5 of Cups in reverse. We're going to get some clarification because I'm a little bit confused as to what the 5 of Cups in reverse represents. Can we get some clarification? Why is this 9 of Swords here? 4 of Pentacles. Yeah. A part of them is still holding on to you. Holding on to hope. They don't want to let go of you. Totally. Like, they almost want you to move on, but then they don't at the same time, in like a weird way. Why is this 10 of Pentacles in reverse here? Why is the 10 of Pentacles in reverse? 10 of, yeah. Oh, 10 of Wands has come out in almost every single reading, I think, today. yeah, they don't feel stable in their own, like, maybe they don't feel financially stable, they don't feel emotionally stable, they just don't feel, let's see, Empress in reverse, clarifying the Five of Cups. Okay, Empress in reverse. I'm getting sort of this, like, unrequited love energy. Is unrequited love the right term? I'm getting this energy of, like, wanting to be with you so bad, but feeling like they can't have you. That's what it is. Because the Empress, I always get, like, this card of attraction. Just feeling so enamored by you, but feeling like you're sort of out of their grasp in a way. They can't have you, or they shouldn't have you. Could also be feeling a lack of abundance, which would also represent, like, the Ten of Pentacles for them. Five of Cups. This inability, Five of Cups in reverse, to me is sort of speaking about this inability to sort of, like, move forward from this. They dwell in it a lot. And I can imagine that this can be a little frustrating for you, because you might tell this person all the time, I love you just where you're at, or, like, none of that matters, or none of this external material anything matters to me. But I don't think they quite see it like that. We're going to see what the oracle cards have to say. This one says honesty. I can't always expect the truth from others, but I can expect it from myself. You guys got healing, number 66. You guys got the card shield your energy, look beneath the surface. Okay. Okay. This healing card. I think that that's a lot of inner healing that has to occur within them. They've sort of got to get over this inner struggle that's going on. And it could be with this Nine of Swords that there's a lot more going on. There's a lot more that's heavy on their mind outside of this connection. And that's what's further leading them to feel inadequate. Honesty. I feel like there's got to be, like, if you have already been honest with this person, just let them know, right? Remind them of how you see them, the kind of person that you see them as, and that you appreciate them, and that they're valued, and that they are successful, and that none of this stuff matters, and that you are always the person that's going to be there for them at the end of the day. Because I think that is the biggest thing that this person could use right now, is just like a support system. And they feel like they have to undergo a lot of personal improvement, personal work, healing, before they can be in a relationship where they can truly commit to something. So this could really be like a deep-rooted thing for them, and it probably is. This is probably something that has stemmed from years and years of feeling a certain way, or being around certain people or influences that has led this person to feel this way. And I feel, a potential message that you could give this person is to shield their energy a bit more. Don't be so free-flowing with their energy. Because like I said at the beginning, where this person to me strikes me as someone who's incredibly sensitive. This is probably a very self-sacrificing sort of person. And so they give and give and give, but they never receive back. They don't allow themselves to receive anything back. They might be around people that totally deplete their energy, and there's got to be a certain point where they have to start shielding it and protecting it. That could be the very thing that helps begin to heal certain wounds within them. It might not be people, it could be certain addictions, substances, Could be lots of different things. But something here is depleting their energy. And it could even be for them that they feel like they're depleting your energy when they're around you, or that they're sort of putting their burdens upon you. And you may not look at it like that at all. You may be more than willing to help them. You may love to be there for them and want to be there for them, but they don't want to feel like they're weighing you down. They don't want to be the person that feels like they are inhibiting you from growth. That's just the energy that I'm getting from here. But the last two cards you got was Trust and this card, which says, look deep within your heart and you will feel my love. My love for you is as deep as the ocean. Oh, that's really sweet. So this person absolutely adores you. They want you to know that they have not forgotten about you. They still think about you a lot. They cherish you. They're just undergoing some personal healing at the moment and some personal growth. And you can definitely be there by their side. Even if they don't necessarily want your help, you could always just be that reminder and that support system for them to know that you were always there for them if they were to ever need it. And I think with this Trust card, it's just saying to truly trust in the process. I do think this person's going to figure everything out. I don't think you're going to have to worry about this person, ever fully separating from you, because that's not truly what they want. They just feel like that's the best for you. But I think that they're going to figure everything out eventually and come forward, and you guys will be able to sort of sort everything out, maybe fix everything that's happened, and continue to be that reminder to this person that they do mean a lot to you. And so that's what I'm seeing for you guys, pile number 3. I hope that helped. I hope it resonated. If it didn't, feel free to check out any of the other piles. And thank you so much for watching. Hi, pile number 4. So you guys chose the tiger's eye. And we're going to go ahead and look into the messages from your person, what your person would have to say to you if they had the chance. So we're going to start out with some channeled messages that I have actually written, just so we can get a better gauge of what your person would say to you. The first card out is, I cannot stop thinking about you. You consume my thoughts. This one says, you're like my mirror, and that is scaring me. And this one says, I just want to have fun with you. Okay, so right off the bat, I feel like this connection sort of took this person by storm. They didn't expect to feel such an intense connection with you. Could have been that this really started off as like a casual thing, a fun thing. If this is a romantic relationship, then this could have just started as a friendship and molded into something more without either of you guys being aware of it. I don't think that this person expected to feel the deep connection that they do with you. Especially with this one, you're like my mirror, and that's scaring me. This person sees themselves in you, very much so. And I think this connection has sort of opened up a lot of awareness about themselves. They figured out a lot of things about themselves that maybe they never knew, and it's making them a bit uncomfortable. You are somehow revealing certain aspects of themselves that they would have never have known otherwise, because you are like that mirror for them. And they can't stop thinking about it at all. If you are in separation with this individual, the reason that they separated with you was because it just became too intense for them. But never think that they have forgotten about you. They have not. You very much so are still on their mind. I don't think they've been able to move on at all. And if they are in a different relationship, they still think about you all the time. So we're going to go ahead and see what the tarot cards have to say. For pile number 4, what would their person say to them? Okay, so we have the 2 of Pentacles, the Seven of Wands. And can we get, that's too many. Can we just get one more? One more, let's see. The Two of Wands. Okay. They had a lot of plans in the future with you. They really saw this as something that could go really full term, really long term, because they did feel such an intense connection for them. But again, with this Two of Pentacles and the Seven of Wands, it became a lot for them. So if you're in separation, that's exactly why they ran away. They didn't quite feel like they were in a spot to deal with it emotionally or spiritually. If you do talk to this person on a normal basis, then, this is just confirmation that this really sort of took them by storm. But regardless, they feel it deeply with you. They want to plan for the future despite any struggles that you guys have had. Yeah. With this, I just want to have fun with you. I'm kind of getting the sense that this person sometimes feels that things didn't have to be so serious between you guys. That things almost could be a little more casual sometimes. But they also see the value in the depth of your connection as well. It's just sometimes it goes a little deeper than this person is comfortable with. Let's get some clarifying cards here. Why is the Two of Pentacles here? Why is the Two of Pentacles? The Two of Pentacles clarified by the Knight of Wands. Okay. The Seven of Wands clarified by the Six of Pentacles. And the Two of Wands clarified by the Nine of Swords. Okay. So they want this forward movement with you. I feel like if you haven't talked to this person in a while, they want to come forward to you really badly. And they'll probably come forward to you in a really kind of quick and unexpected manner. If you are with them, they just want to deepen the connection with you. They want to jump to that next level. Let's see. Six of Pentacles. They're trying to restore balance within themselves right now. This connection did, in a way, make them feel very vulnerable. And because of that, it sort of knocked them off, their balance internally. And like I said earlier, they are finding out so much about themselves that they never realized. And they're having to sort of face those buried wounds and things within themselves that they were maybe avoiding. And that's what this Nine of Swords is. It's like this is bringing up a lot of wounds for them. I don't want to jump the gun with this, but this is reminding me a lot of a twin flame. Yeah, it's just like if things get kind of tricky, then it can be equally as intense with, it can be very overwhelming. There's a lot of feelings that come with this connection, a lot of feelings that are sort of dug up. The last card that came out was Celestial Gatekeeper. Timing is critical. Okay. So I feel like, oh yeah, definitely. Wow. Okay, before I even expand on that, I just want to say you guys got another card of abundance. Just further clarification. Yeah, this is very much an abundant connection. Beautiful connection. So much fulfillment to be had in this connection. Don't underestimate that, for sure. Yeah, what I wanted to say was I believe that this card, the Celestial Gatekeeping, goes with this card, Wait. So this was the last card you got, says Wait. Don't rush into it. Allow nature to take its course. The reason I think these go together is because I think divine timing is very much at work here. Timing is critical. This isn't something you can really rush or force. There's got to be a lot of things that happen on an individual level before you guys can truly be like the power couple, because out of all the groups, I see this being very much the most like a power couple. Something like very, there's something like very divine about this connection. And so I think the biggest advice here is to, if this person is separate from you, don't try to force anything. You can reach out to this person, but I wouldn't push them too much. Just wait for them to come to you. And if you are with them right now, I think that this is just clarification that you guys are in alignment right now. The timing was spot on. You guys met at a certain point. You guys came into union at a certain point for a certain reason. And you guys met at a certain point for a certain reason to sort of deepen your spiritual awareness and your consciousness. Because this connection very much strikes me as one that is more so there for like the spiritual evolution. It's not even much about like the physicality, or this is definitely not a surface level relationship. Like, you guys almost strike me as like a spiritual team in a way, in which you guys uplift each other and you guys lead each other to enlightenment and more deeper senses of spiritual consciousness, if that makes sense. So that's what this strikes me as. And so because of that, you guys, I feel like probably have a soul contract. You came here to Earth for a very specific reason, to fulfill a certain destiny, a certain goal, if you believe in destiny. And so that really can't be rushed. You just kind of have to sink into it. And I know that that's, frustrating to hear for some people when they just want something to happen. But I think the biggest thing you can do is focus on yourself. And I know that's such an outplayed, that's such outplayed advice, but it's so crucial. Because, like, if this is a twin flame connection, because this is what this is very reminiscent of for me, and, if it doesn't have to be for all of you, but if it is, one of the biggest lessons in twin flame connections, from what I understand, is truly being content with yourself. Being able to heal the wounds within you so that your twin flame or your partner can heal the wounds within them, and you guys can finally come into union as a healthy couple. But again, like, abundance came out 2 times. How beautiful is that? I don't think it gets better than that. Yeah, so much just greatness can come out of this connection. And there's so much love, and I mean, this is someone that understands you and can relate to you deeper than maybe anyone you've ever met. So do not underestimate that. Yeah, they're just trying to sort out some things. That's what they would have to say to you right now, is that they're trying to heal certain things, and at times this connection can be very overwhelming for them, as I'm sure it is for you, but they see the value in this connection. They see the depth of this connection, and they see the opportunity or abundance that can come out of this connection. So that is what I'm seeing for you guys, pile number 4. I hope that this helped you guys out and resonated. If it didn't resonate, feel free to check out any of the other piles. Anyways, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you in the next video.